This is a video where we tell you how to prepare for personal interviews for management entrance. So today is how to answer, tell me something about yourself. Some tips in terms of preparing for the answer and how to go about it. Would recommend you to take help from an expert because in the end, the way you phrase, the way you frame and the way you portray yourself makes a lot of difference. We do have courses for interview at GD, specific college, because every college has its own, version. So Symbas will be different, Simon will be different, A will be different from B, and so on. It'll help you fill the forms, fill individual for answers, etc. If you're interested, contact us. Limited seats because interview is more of an individual based learning. What is important? Why is it important? Why is telling something about yourself important? Because it's usually the first question. Normally, when you go just for an icebreaker, in most of the cases, they just ask you to tell me something about yourself. Okay, there are a number of reasons why they ask you this question. First, it shows whether you're prepared or not. I mean, if you're really serious for the interview, you tend to prepare for the interview. You will write down, you'll prepare because the first question normally asked. Because if you're not prepared for the interview, you will not prepare for the answers. So it shows how serious you are with regards to interview. Right? It also creates an early impression. So when you go for the interview and the first answer that you give, it will create an impression as to how you speak, what you speak will make a difference. And it is a very good way, great answer to help you lead the panels. You can lead the panels in different areas that you want them to ask you questions on. One way to crack the interview is lead the panelist and impress him. And that will help you to crack. Now, how do you answer a question itself? Normally, what I recommend people is try 5 things that you want to communicate to the panelists regarding yourself. Any 5 things. Maybe you want to communicate regarding your hobbies. Maybe you want to communicate regarding some achievement of yours. Something related to work, something that you have achieved. You want to communicate some qualities about yourself. For example, I want to communicate that I have taken initiatives. So I will maybe mention 2 or 3 things where I have taken initiatives subtly. It should not be like boasting because that is also negative. But it has to be a subtle way of trying to communicate to a panelist what you want to tell them. Right? Now these could be achievements, it could be area that you want to be asked on. I want them to ask me a question on my interest or on some particular subject matter or some internship I've done. Maybe I'll put that in the answer. Now you need to create this answer around these points. Now you have these 5 things which are there. Now try to portray such a create an answer. When you create an answer, try to be innovative. As far as possible, because I remember I just give you an example. A couple of years back, we trained a student for an interview, and for the introduction, he actually rapped. Tell me something about yourself. He created a rap for himself, and he used a rap in all the top IIMs. He got a scholarship from IIM Bangalore. He got selected in IIM Ahmedabad. So yes, it was very effective. The way he went about rapping itself, and we believe that because of his rap, obviously he got a scholarship in Bangalore and the way he went about. So be innovative. If you're not sure whether your innovation is good or not, show it to someone to see if it works or not. I've given a video of this, rap in the next page. You can look at the link and try to look at it. Try to sell yourself also. When you answer the question, tell something about yourself. Interview is all about selling yourself, that you are the right candidate for them to select you. So look at the fit and see how you can sell yourself to the panelist. Also look at how you differentiate yourself from others. Because they're looking at differentiating factors, they want a diverse set of college, showing that you have different set of, perspectives and different sets will help you to differentiate yourself. If possible, make a story. The whole introduction, telling something about yourself could be a story. Stories are more interesting to listen because when a lot of people come in introduction and tend to become boring. But if you can create a story out of it, it tends to be interesting and that helps you to garner better points. Also, it's keep asking for once you created an answer, keep asking further questions. So I have created an answer. Think what all questions can be asked further in this interview, and write these answers for these questions, which shows that whether you're prepared. Because once you answer a question, they will ask you questions. Think of what questions can be asked. Ask your friends to ask questions to you, and from that create further answers on it. And based on answers of these, modify your original questions. For example, I write reading, and I write reading. I can ask anything under the sun. Okay, who is the Nobel? Who are the winners of the various prizes, etc., or anything. So then I'll modify it. I'll say no. I would want to say fiction, but again, fiction is very fast. I can ask anything. So then maybe I can say mythology fiction. Maybe I want to mention a few authors, etc. That can modify your answers so that you can answer further questions. That's extremely important. So you should be able to frame answers such that you can answer further questions, and that will create a better impression for yourself. Right? This is a link for the rap answer which I talked about. Abhishek had created. So go through it, go to the answer and check whether it resonates what you want. And what I'm trying to put across out here is try to be as innovative as possible. That will make a lot of difference in terms of you cracking the interview. All the best for the same.